And welcome back to another RSG Lunch Stream. I'm Ranger J, 1999. Welcome to the lunch stream. We've brought the crew along, and what are we doing? Well, we're here just to hang out here for the next hour with you wonderful people, kind of break down some stuff in Galaxy Heroes, or whatever you want to talk about. Whatever you want to do. But you know, normally we would have something playing today, but I forgot. I thought Galactic War we did on Fridays, but this whole week's been kind of crazy. So we'll do some other stuff, but we'll do a roster review. We'll answer some of your questions. Of course, the whole crew's here. We got Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman.
Howdy, howdy.
Grim the Mechanic.
Wasabi.
Sanely the Not Apprentice.
Hello there.
And of course, Stoner Jedi.
Assalamu alaikum.
Don't you ever say that to me again. I don't speak French.
Also known as Toke Down Games.
Oh, there you go. The artist formerly known as Xylo Takedown. I just wait till he creates his own symbol like Prince, and then we're gonna be like, okay, Xylo's gone too far. But if you have questions and stuff, you know how this works. If you've been here before, if you haven't, then well, I don't know what to tell you. But if you have questions, go ahead and throw them in there. Stanley will scoop them up, and then we will get to them after we do our roster review and stuff like that. I think we'll just answer some questions today. I had a great show yesterday. I went on a rant. It was a mini rant. I didn't go as crazy as I normally do, Finn. Would you consider that more of a mini rant, Finn?
I wouldn't say it's a mini rant, but it also wasn't your biggest
It was a moderate rant.
It was somewhere in the middle. It was a middle.
Yeah. So,
it was definitely a rant. It wasn't a mini rant. I would say it's definitely a rant, just not your biggest rant ever.
No, I've had some really epic rants, but it was sad. I don't rant just to rant. It's not fun, right? I know the fans seem to enjoy it, but I don't enjoy doing that. But on the other hand, sometimes you just have to get people's attention. And sometimes, you need to call them out, and it's just
let the hate flow through your
and your skills are no match for me, Jedi. So if you have questions, go ahead and scoop those in. Make sure you like and subscribe, guys. It really helps support the channel. We're almost at 3,300. We're 14 away. So if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? If you're watching this, you must enjoy the content that we're putting out. So give us a thumbs up, subscribe, so you know when we're putting out more content. All right, that being said, we have a roster review, Finn.
Yes, we do. And it is for Jay Hobby, who got a roster review because Grande called him Jay Hobbit or something.
Yeah, the Hobbit.
I don't know. I don't remember
Grande.
Jay something, not Hobby.
Yeah.
All right. So, Jay Hobby has a very advanced roster. It's
he's from Expanded Universe. Yeah, 3.7.
Yep, he's from Expanded Universe. So shout out to Expanded Universe. He has a 3.7 mil GP roster. So he's definitely
what the hell are we doing helping him with anything?
So we did look at his roster a little bit beforehand.
Well,
what he wants help with is primarily mods. And we looked at his mods, and his mods are definitely very scattered. He's looking for mods. He's doing fine in Arena, although his Arena team isn't optimally modded, I would say. But he is doing fine in Arena. He's in his top 5 rotation and everything, so that's good. But he's looking for how to mod his Sith Raid teams. So this is primarily a mod review, and of course we would want the French tickler here, and since he's the one that mispronounced it,
we're Sonic getting his cheeseburgers and talking to him.
So we're paying the price. So we're going to review his mods.
Did you say he wanted to look at his roster for anything?
No, it's mainly just for modding.
Oh, so y'all go ahead. I'm gonna eat some breakfast.
So we can look. Well, we have to look at his roster a little bit to figure out his teams for the Sith Raid.
Well, yeah, I'll look at that if you guys want to start looking at mods.
Trust me, I'm looking at it, and most of the stuff for the Sith Raid is Gear 12. I'm jealous.
Yeah. So,
you would think with the 3.7 GP, I'm already pulling it up. I'm like, oh well.
Yeah, but his mods are.
I mean, for Christ's sake, he has a Gear 12 7-star Bosk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sitting there at the very start. It's sitting there at the very start of his character list, mocking me.
Yes.
You silly
I
people.
wish I had
Okay.
a 7-star Gear
God,
12
look at
boss.
So his mods though are kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
They're not to the point
Roster
where they're
is
awful.
totally fine. No help needed there. So let's just talk about mods because
Yeah. So it's
that's
not that
enough
his
Gear
mods
12
are
to
on characters that he's not using. They all appear to be on characters he's using. They're just not optimally set for what they're going to be, what you're going to need them for. If you're looking for your first thing to mod, even though we're talking about the Sith Raid teams, you want to make sure that you have your best mods on your arena team. And so looking at your arena team, you have Palpatine, Vader, Scion, Kylo Ren Unmasked, and Thrawn. Interesting team. I'm surprised you're using Kylo Ren and not like Darth Nihilus or something in that position.
Is it? It's the Kylo Ren Unmasked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a double tank
or
team.
maybe
I can
he's
see
using
that.
it
It's a
just
pain
for
in the ass
defense,
in my face.
Nihilus in for offense or something. Because Nihilus works
it's
well.
It's the double unresistible stun group right there.
Yeah,
That's what
taken in
makes
the
it
pooper.
so annoying.
Yeah. Well, so he has that team and he's doing fine with it. So we have that team. If you're trying to mod stuff, obviously this would probably be the first team that you want to mod. And all of these characters pretty much have a purpose in the Sith Raid as well. So Vader you would want as your fastest, Thrawn as your second. If you don't have Nihilus, you can make Emperor Palpatine your third fastest and then Scion. If you had Nihilus in the team, you'll want the speed of Scion and Nihilus a little bit closer and as high as possible so that when somebody attacks Scion, Nihilus goes full and then Scion follows closely after. So,
wow. He's got Gear 12 Nihilus and a Gear 12 Scion.
Yeah. No, you can see that on his profile too. He's reached rank 1 by putting Nihilus in instead of crew. So I don't know if he's using Nihilus on offense and then crew on defense or something like that. He seems to switch that position because he's also used Towson in that position before too. Just looking at his ranks, so it looks like he may change up a little bit.
Or he's bored.
Yeah, or he's bored.
He's suffering from Lokiism. I have everything. I'll try different crap.
Yes. So, in terms of modding, start with your arena team, especially when all of your characters on your arena team are used in your Sith Raid. So that would be your first start. The next thing would be if we go down through the phases, and I'm assuming you guys are beating Heroic Sith Raid. So we'll just kind of.
And looks like we're good. I think we're back up and running.
All right. So we'll wait for the stream to start up again. And then...
It's started now. We should be talking to everybody.
It's going.
Yep, I can hear it on the stream and everything.
So
yay,
we're back. Sorry about that.
Thank you, Bill Gates.
Whoever. Oh, stupid asses. I guess it didn't like the fact that I told it to piss off. Then it's like, oh yeah, freeze. No. All right, so we're on hobbies.
Yeah, so while Ranger is pulling that up, so I'll just continue. So when you're modding your roster, focus on your arena first, especially with your arena roster, where the 5 characters that you're using are all used in the Sith Raid. So you'll want Vader as your fastest, Thrawn as your second. Since you're not using Nihilus consistently, it looks like, you can make Palpatine your third fastest, then Scion. If you were using Nihilus more consistently, then you can put Nihilus as your fourth fastest, or third fastest, and Scion as your, or sorry, other way. Scion as your, no, I had it right the first time.
Damn it, Finn, get it right.
Nihilus as your third fastest and Scion as your fourth, because whenever somebody attacks Scion, then Nihilus will gain turn meter and he'll be the next person to go. So a fast Nihilus is what you want if you're using him. Otherwise, you can speed up Palpatine for a faster stun, and then Scion, and then Kylo Ren Unmasked. So those would be the ones you would want to focus on. In terms of your Sith Raid, we're going to go through order by phases, but if your guild needs help in a particular phase for your Sith Raid, then you can prioritize those over the order that we're kind of going. But for phase 1 Jedi Training Raid team, I imagine you're using Jedi Training Raid, BB-8, R2, Resistance Trooper, and Rey's Scavenger. So you're doing that kind of 10 million pure DPS team, so you can save some of those other squads. If you're doing that, BB-8, all about speed. You can do some crit chance on his triangle in order to help him with getting the exposes up. But BB-8 is largely not attacking. It's all about his speed and giving Jedi Training Ray turn meter. So focus on that. Jedi Training and R2 is going to be similar, although you do want to get him a little bit more crit chance than you worry about with BB-8, because R2 will be attacking more with his AoE and his single target because he doesn't have that unending non-attacking ability like BB-8 does. Jedi Training Ray, 4 crit damage, 2 crit chance set, crit damage triangle. You still want to focus completely on damage with focus on speed, so Jedi Training Ray goes fast. Resistance Trooper, same thing, 4 crit damage, 2 crit chance. The benefit of Resistance Trooper, however, is that he gains turn meter with the exposes. And so while you want to focus on getting him fast, he doesn't need to be as fast because he gains turn meter when he hits somebody who's not exposed and exposes them. So you might want to focus a little bit more on Resistance Trooper, not just crit chance and crit damage as well, but see if you can get some offense, plus flat offense secondaries on your mods as well. Same thing with Rey. Rey, you do want to have heavy on crit chance because, especially if you use her flurry, she gets 3 different hits. And if you can get each of those to proc like a different expose and stuff, you'll be in a much better position. So focus heavily on crit with Scavenger Ray, but same thing, 4 crit damage, 4 crit chance. Then phase 2, what phase 2 team does he have, guys?
He's got the First Order team.
Okay. Well, I would imagine he's going to save that for phase
Imperial
4.
Trooper, some of the Imperial Troopers for phase 2 as well.
Okay.
I mean, save,
Yeah, you can pick any team you
Death
want
Trooper
with
for
this
the
damn
Chex
roster.
Mix.
It's like, I'm going to run Ewoks, and I will do well.
Yeah.
Okay, so he does have enough for a Machine Gun Leia team. So he has Akbar and Leia at gear 12. Where is this Hermit Yoda?
He has enough bounty hunters to do the thermal detonator phase 2 team.
Yeah. Where's this Hermit Yoda? Ooh, his Hermit Yoda's 5-star gear 11. Okay, so he doesn't have Hermit Yoda for that team. So you could use Barriss and Kenobi.
Maybe.
Let's see, and then the other one.
See, that's a 7-star Captain Han.
Let's see, how's his Shore Trooper?
Maybe.
Shore Trooper is gear 12. Okay. So potentially you could do a Machine Gun Leia team with Akbar, Leia, Kenobi, Barriss, and Shore Trooper. And essentially you're going to just keep on healing with Barriss as much as you can. So for her, you're going to want her to have a lot of speed. Shore Trooper has 2 abilities. The special that you get in the phase in order to remove the suffering buff, as well as his taunt that don't do any damage. So that will trigger Admiral Akbar, and you will want Shore Trooper actually to be health modded, but fast with health mods. You don't need to go crazy on speed with Shore Trooper, but the faster he is, the better. Kenobi can be slow. Once he gets a taunt on, you can have him keep it up as long as possible so he can be your main damage absorber. So Kenobi is a good one. You can maybe focus a little bit more on defensive mods. Akbar, super fast. He has 3 different abilities that will trigger 100% Leia, since Leia is the only other rebel on the team. And so a really fast Akbar is a very good choice for that. So that would be a potential phase 2. You do have the First Order team, like Grim was mentioning, although that one may be a little bit better for phase 4 if you want to wait until after Nihilus is done, when you finish her with your Night Sisters. So, but Kylo Ren and mass teams do work really well in both phase 2.
And that, kids, is called science. All right. Anything else we need to look at? Good Lord. Incredible.
This is POW.
I had this roster, I'd never leave the
Can't believe we
house.
that now. How was somebody's POW?
I know, right?
Hey, we got a new sponsor, Jay Ramja. Thank you, Jay Ramja, for becoming a new sponsor.
Death Trooper, in order for the timing. DLS, kind of the same thing. You want him to be fast. You want to slow Han. So you'll want to make sure that, I don't know if you want to keep it like this regular. I tend to very, very little speed. You only need to get him up to about 145 or so, which is about like plus 10, 15 speed once you have him maxed out. And high focus on offense secondaries, flat offense secondaries, for crit chance and crit chance triangle. Those are what you are looking for with your Han. So you want him slow, and you want him very, very damage oriented. For all your other characters, you want to reach those speeds. Ideally, you're using an offense set in order to do it because of the standalone ability, which transfers 100% of their, that transfers 100% of their offense to the opponents, or not to the opponents, to Han when he stands alone. And so the more offense you have, the better. So if you can do an offense set on all of those other 4 characters and reach the speeds, that would be great. Main goal is to get the speed first, then optimize your offense secondaries, and then hopefully you can do it with offense set. So that's your Chex Mix modding. And then base 4 is your Night Sisters. How are his Night Sisters?
Well, they're women.
While we're at a break here real quick, Jaramja just became a sponsor.
I said that. Didn't everybody hear that?
No, we didn't hear you.
God damn it.
Thank you, Jerome. Okay, Night Sisters. So he has Ventress, Talzin, Daka, Talia, and Zombie. That would be the team that I would run. You have them all gear 12. So because you have a gear 12 Zombie, it's up to you how you want to do it. Gear 12 Zombie works well. It's a little bit of a different strategy than if you had a weak Zombie. Strong Zombie, you're kind of letting her stay up, and you're focusing more on getting the plagues by Mother Talzin onto Nihilus and just kind of overall survival. So you're not as focused on powering up Ventress and Daka as quickly. It is a strategy that works. You can still get about 7-8 million with that team. So you're fine there if you want to do it that way. You do have a Gear 9 Night Sister Initiate. So if you do want a character that may end up dying quickly, then Night Sister Initiate would be the way to go. But remember, Initiate does not have a taunt. So basically you're hoping that she's going to die based on just random damage that's coming around. Focus on this team. Talia, you need damage. Lots and lots and lots and lots of damage. Her basic heals based on however much damage she deals. And she can be called to assist by Mother Talzin's special. And so Talia can heal up your entire squad and get you back up to full and then trigger Asajj's lead next. So lots of damage on Talia, as much as you can. So crit damage and all that kind of stuff. The rest of them, you want to be fast and tanky. So as much survival as you can give them. They're basically just trying to keep their health going, and damage on the Asajj Ventress as much as you can. So you can do the fast and tanky with crit damage chance and with Asajj Ventress. So she should be at 216% crit damage. Mother Talzin, just super, super fast. RNG, you want to make sure that she hits the plague on the adds. It helps not to go too much on damage with her, so you don't accidentally kill the adds with the AoE. I've seen that before, kind of fail missions, fail the starts of battles as well. So you don't want to get too much damage going with Mother Talzin directly. She's more of a utility, so you can always plan that accordingly. Daka, you can keep fast if her res keeps on coming up faster. Definitely want to keep her health up so she does more heal. In that fifth spot, we mentioned Zombie, mentioned Initiate. You can also put in Night Sister Acolyte, who can basically hold her own. If you're doing Night Sister Acolyte, you don't need the speed arrow. You want a accuracy arrow so she doesn't miss. And you just keep on using the basic and occasionally use her special. Make sure you have an idea about the Nihilist timing. And then after the initial attack on Darth Nihilus with everyone's Night Sisters, then it's just a free-for-all with your rosters, and First Order will kind of just take over and whatnot.
All right. Well spoken, gentlemen.
I think that goes to the modding of everything, right?
I think that's good. And of course, Jason, if you have more questions, you can come to our Discord and ask us. That's what it's designed to do. So, and if you'd like a roster review, just send the links in the chat. Just Finn tells us how they can get a roster review.
So hop on the RSG Discord and you can PM me, Finity, and send me your swgoh.gg page, and then I will let you know that you have been added to the queue.
And he'll give you hugs and kisses from his port.
Lies.
Or you can have a very difficult name to pronounce and have Grande misspell it on one of the shoutouts, and you'll get a free one.
Pretty much. I mean, it's not wrong. All right, so we're done with that. So I have not done the new event. I have not done. I haven't done anything. So let's get in here and update my quest. Where am I with my quests? I've been doing these things. I don't know why I'm doing these, but I'm doing them. So let's learn how to use First Order. I did the first one, so let's do the next one. Oh, Christ. Oh, Lord, it's got to update. And if you have questions, go ahead and get them in. Saley's scooping them up. So, Saley, do we have some questions that the folks can have been sending in?
Yep, we got quite a few.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. We better get to some questions.
Yeah, let's start on.
Okay, Grand Admiral of the Republic. Question, my Emperor, between Wedge and Rex, whom should I take to Gear 12? I use JTR in Arena and still place first in my payout. So this question is more general than specific. Oh, and how about now? Or now?
So between Wedge and Rex, he's asking which ones?
To Gear 12, yeah.
Rex.
Mm-hmm.
Rex is going to be like always useful, and he's pretty squishy otherwise. The only way I would say Wedge, and this isn't common right now, but it's two things. One is if you're using the Danger Zone team in Arena in order to fight like Treya team. So if you're using the Wedge lead team, then you'll want Wedge. Or if you're using Wedge's ship in Fleet. I'm assuming you're not doing either of them, so I would say go with Rex because he provides the most utility.
All right.
Okay, Andrew Sweeney. Question, does Nest seem like a character worth going all in on?
Yes and no. I don't know. We'll go around the corn here. I think she's a really good character to gear up. I don't see the benefit of taking her to 7-star. She's an arena character, so she'll be useful at 4-star from everything that I've seen, which means that you may want to buy a couple of packs or something. You don't even have to buy that. I'm pretty sure she's going to be viable at 3 stars as well. I don't think you have to go all in, like meaning you have to get to 7 stars on her. I would say gear her up because she's useful. Put the Omegas on her. You may even want to put a Zeta on her, but I don't think you need to go all in like 7-star. But I don't know if you guys feel different.
I don't. I'm not. No.
I need to test her out more before I can give a good opinion of whether it's worth buying or not. I mean, she's got some cool stuff from what I've seen, but that's just it. I've seen it. I haven't experienced it. So.
Keyboard the Planet Eater. Question, what would people think of a Porg in the game?
Delicious.
Hate you all.
What would the poor dude just scream at somebody? First ability is annoying. Second ability is cooked but not eaten.
Okay, Mr. Pennypinch, question/statement. I'm quitting as soon as I get JTR. Then can you give me a plug? Because once I get JTR and get her to Gear 12, I'll be selling my account. Thanks, we'll still be watching you guys. I can't take this game or its changes any longer.
I'm getting a lot of these messages, guys. I answered, I'm quitting the game yesterday. Someone else take this. Because between this and Discord, I'm just about like, do what you got to do, man. That's my answer.
First off, just to throw this out there, selling your account is against terms of service.
Yes,
now, that being said,
we can't be.
We cannot.
Not plugging that. Sorry, bud.
That being said, if you want to quit the game, we can't blame you, and there's no point in us trying to stop you from doing something if you don't enjoy it. So, you're always welcome around here, Pennypinch.
Right.
So, feel free to always hang around on our Discord and all that kind of stuff. But if this game is no longer enjoyable to you, then I cannot blame you for that. And yeah, you have to do what you got to do.
Thank you. Oh, come again.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
Pennypinch knows we love him.
Yeah. Do we?
Well, yeah, I'll say yes.
Okay.
I flipped a coin and it said yes.
They did? Oh, wow. Holy smacks.
I didn't know Finn was Two-Face. Question. I have a Zeta to apply. Should I drop it on Cruz Scarred? Since that will make my first order fully maxed out. All at Gear 12 and all Zetas, or start on my Night Sister Zetas, which I have none currently.
Finish first order.
Mm-hmm. It's a good Zeta, too.
Yeah, it's
Kylo Ren's unique. So
yeah.
Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren. But yeah, finish your first order and then you can go do your Night Sister. Just saying, jeez. All right, next question, Stanley.
Xylo1111. Question: should Tits McVenom change her name to Tips McVeteran until she gets JTR?
Oh. Well,
just make it Tits McVet, and then it'll actually start with the T and end with the T.
Oh, dude, that was epic last night. T and ends with T. What are you talking about?
She was in one hell of a mood yesterday. That's all I got to say.
She really was. You're not wrong. Oh God, I'm gonna do the emphasis event here, and continue with the. You know what? I am gonna use that. Looks kind of Night Sistery. Christ. All right. Next question.
Nathaniel Miller, question for mod experts. Have you seen Grand Ivory's new mod optimizer site? If so, your thoughts?
I have not.
It's interesting.
I just checked it out earlier, and wow, it looks like it's gonna help out a lot.
Mm-hmm. It will. It'll definitely help out people that are unsure what to do with mods. The only thing I will say is it's similar to what at least for me, it's the same thing that I would recommend with like Crouching Rancor. While you can customize and kind of get more detail about the mods that it's recommending for you, I looked at some of the examples that it gave and looked at some of the ways that it was changing the mods for you. And I know I wouldn't mod them the same way based on some of the criteria. It's relatively close, don't get me wrong, but it's not exactly what I would look for. And so I would say use it if you're trying to mod up characters that are not like main focuses. So primarily your arena team or teams in arena. Those ones I would still do kind of manually. But outside of those, if you're just trying to mod teams for territory wars and have them reasonable, I think it's a really good tool. So it just depends on how you're using it.
All right.
Member Tauntauns. Question: I can't decide whether to do Cassian Reinforcement or Phantom 2. I run Biggs, Bistan, and Vader on front line. I want to run Akbar eventually.
Phantom.
What was he using? What was he? Did he say he was contemplating on reinforcing with?
Cassian or Phantom 2.
Well, Phantom 2 is one of the better reinforcement abilities in ships right now, I think. He cools down the reinforcement by 1 when he comes out, which could be very helpful for many occasions.
Condition, though, obviously, that you have the reinforcement ability of Phantom all maxed out. Because that's how you get the 1-turn cooldown. So if you have Phantom's reinforcement maxed out, then Phantom. Otherwise, I think they're relatively even.
That's science.
Okay, Michael Klein. Question: what is the best Jedi combo to beat the 10 arena battles for Jedi Knight title questline?
GK Barris, probably, right, Finn?
Yeah.
Honestly, the truth is friends on your arena shard. I'm not even going to play around with this. Jedi right now are not meta. You're not going to find a Jedi team that's going to easily, if at all, have a 5 Jedi team that's going to beat an Emperor Palpatine team. You may get lucky every now and then. It's not going to be a consistent win. It's going to be a waste of crystals and resources. Your best bet, find friends on your arena shard. Just flat out. You can use whatever crappy Jedi you want. Use I'm a Gundy lead, use Anakin lead, do whatever the hell you want, work with your arena squad, get that title done. I'm not even going to joke around about potential squads because you shouldn't be focusing on getting Jedi up for that title. That's just silly.
I mean, there's our Jedis that are good in certain areas. I mean, Hermit Yoda, General Kenobi, Zaris, Anakin I would throw in there, maybe Qui-Gon. But
you may not want to use those either. So if your arena shard, and I can say because we've been trying to work on this in ours as well, so we can get this done. You don't want to put in strong Jedi because then they have to face strong Jedi too, right? So you have somebody put in weak Jedi first. You beat them with slightly stronger Jedi. Then they beat you with slightly stronger Jedi. And then you guys can just work together until you get to a point that someone maybe has to use GK Barris and Hermit Yoda, which is not an easy team to beat if you're trying to use Jedi. So you don't want to do that to your arena mates if you guys are trying to work
throw
together.
an East Koth, throw in...
throw in East Koth,
Guardian.
throw in Jedi Knight Anakin, throw in a Kit Fisto. It doesn't really matter. Just, make it simple. Work with your arena team. No, and Smoke, I know. Jedi Master Dostra is going to say that you can, but if most people don't have the level of investment into Jedi as she does. She is great with Jedi, don't get me wrong, but most people do not invest into Jedi as much as she did. And so I cannot recommend for anybody to invest in Jedi just for this title, because that's essentially what you're going to be doing. Jedi overall is nice if you have them. They can work well in different spots, but they're not somebody you should be investing in right now. There's too many other good characters, including an Enfys Nest that just came into the game, and she's looking really, really good right now.
How can you argue with Finn? All right,
Revenator. Question: has anyone seen the Death Mark and Fracture combo on Enfys Nest fail?
I've not.
Here's the question, though: how
earlier on the Skype? There's a GIF of it on there.
I'm wondering how long it took them to build up that much protection, though. Was it like it took half the freaking match to build up to like Tarkin's big AoE that did 50k damage, I'm curious.
Hmm.
I mean, it's interesting. I don't know how. Yeah, to what Grim is saying, I don't know the exact situation in which it was replicated, but yeah, the fact that she got that much is pretty interesting to begin with. Considering
Actually,
it is a death mark and a fracture.
I'm looking at the thing you posted again. 2 minutes left. So it took
2 minutes left. So 3 minutes into the fight, but a lot of that stuff goes away at the end of your turn, and all. So it's, I don't know. I saw it. It definitely made me kind of look at Emphas Nest a little bit harder in terms of a useful character. I thought she was going to be useful anyways. I think she's going to be better offense than defense, because if you don't use her abilities correctly, she might be a liability on defense. But that being said, we'll have to see how it plays out. I did see it. It's very interesting. I still don't know if it's worth it to go 7-star on her.
It requires more testing.
Thoka, question. Arena team, Rex lead, Old Ben, Ezra, Thrawn, CLS, GK is all mostly ready to replace Old Ben. I got Nest and Wampa. Which one to replace Ezra?
Okay, say that one more time, his team.
Yeah, what's the team again?
He's got Rex lead, Old Ben, Ezra, Thrawn, CLS, and his GK is almost ready to replace Old Ben.
Well, you can do that, GK with Old Ben, but he wants to replace Ezra on that team? Is that what it says?
Yeah, he's asking to replace Ezra with either Emphas Nest or Wampa. Wampa.
I'd say Wampa. Wampa is just a complete and utter monster.
Well, he really is. Literally, he is.
Emphas Nest is good also.
But and he eats tauntauns. David Grimm knows this stuff.
Well, you know,
I also don't like that competition.
You have to build her up. Nest, you have to build her up so she's good. At least from what I've been reading and seeing. Whereas Wampa is good right out of the front gate, you know?
Well, Nest is actually good out the gate too, but you need a Talzin. So the benefit of having a Talzin is that Plague prevents any allied dispel, so then the dazes that either Nest or Wampa puts can't be dispelled. So your team is lacking that combo. I don't know where his Mother Talzin is. But I would replace CLS also. If you're planning on using Wampa or Nest, I would suggest replacing CLS with either with Mother Talzin, if your Mother Talzin is ready. Otherwise, your squad is a little bit weird, I'll say. And then Wampa is definitely better because he's just a stronger single character. Nest works better in the group combo if you have a Mother Talzin.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Paul Morgan, question, what Ewok team comp and gear level to earn Zetas in the event? Obviously, Wicket 7-star.
In the event?
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's talking about the normal, because for the heroic one, to get the Zetas, you don't have to have any Ewoks. Once you get a 7-star Wicket, the heroic unlocks for any character that you want. So I use my Rebels. So you don't have to use Ewoks for the heroic tier. I don't know if that's what he's asking.
Yeah, I put my first order in and just put it on auto.
Yeah, so if he's asking how to beat the heroic tier because he just got Wicket to 7-star or something like that, heroic tier does not require you to have Ewoks. You only need Wicket 7-star in order to unlock it, and then you can use anything in your roster.
And then you get Zetas.
And we're caught up with questions now.
Well, let's just talk about our feelings, guys, then.
Well, if we go into feelings, Finn's just going to start singing that lonely song.
I know.
Okay, so he's saying he needs an Ewok team. Okay, so Paul Morgan, just with the last question, is saying he needs an Ewok team. So if you're talking about the regular tier, there's two different directions you can go. You can either go Chirpa lead or you can go Tebow lead. I prefer Tebow lead with the style that I do. And my team is Tebow, Ewok Elder, Logray, Wicket, and Chirpa. And the premise of the entire team is that you're keeping Ewok Elder stealth, either through Tebow lead or with Wicket special. And by keeping Ewok Elder stealth, you can just keep on rezzing your other Ewoks, and they can be a little bit weaker. So my Ewoks aren't super strong. They're around like gear 8 or so. And so some of them are gear 9. I think Tebow I took up to gear 10 or 11 because I was using him for Rancor early on. So you don't need any crazy strong Ewoks that way. So that would be one possible combination. The other one is going to be a Chirpa lead, where you would want to then go Chirpa, Ewok Elder, Logray, Wicket, and then Paplu, if you can. So then you have a Taunter in order to protect your Ewok Elder. Same basic concept, although you're not doing it around stealth as the main resource. You will alternate between having the Taunt to Paplu as well as the stealth from Wicket, and that will keep your Ewoks alive by keeping Ewok Elder up. So two different ways to do it. I prefer the Tebow lead just because my Tebow is a little bit stronger, and my Paplu isn't there yet. So just depends on which Ewoks you have. But both of those have worked well for people in the first tier of that Ewok event for Wicked Charts.
Okay, we got a couple more questions.
Okay.
All right.
Nathaniel Morgan, question: will Ranger buy a pack to level Nest?
No.
Michael. Yep. Michael Klein, question: have any of you seen Republic Fleet top or team top ranks in Endgame?
I have not. Has anybody else?
Not in mine, but I've seen it
It's
around.
either been it's the three. It's TIE Advance, TIE TIE Fighter, and Biggs with with either Chimera or Executrix. I haven't seen any other fleets whatsoever.
Mine is still running that, but I've seen the other team, and I think Grim, you're the one that mentioned it on like a Smithy D stream. Is the Mace Timeout team, right?
Yes.
So
The Mace Timeout team is still alive.
Still alive.
Personally, I haven't seen it myself in my arena shard yet, but I'm thinking people haven't really worked on their Galactic Republic enough to use it correctly. So that's why I'm not seeing it. Because when Smithy used it, it just would not die.
This is the team that never dies.
So what's the team?
But
So
yeah, it
people
was
know.
the setup was Umbaran, Jedi Consular, and Rex in the starting line, and then you had Clone Sergeant as first reinforcement. Then Plo Koon and Ahsoka, and then in the last slot was Boba. A pretty mean timeout team, man.
There you go.
Oh, that's science.
Mine is still very much a Chimera-filled fleet, but I've seen that Mace composition in some videos and stuff around. So
I mean, I could run it.
looks like mine aren't quite ready. I mean, I ran it for fun one time, and it's pretty interesting. It just keeps on kind of healing itself, and Umbaran doesn't die, so it's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's best for a defensive team. The problem, like Smithy, when he was trying it, the problem he ran into was, well, it is a timeout team, so the damage isn't that great, and he, like I said, run out of time.
Ran out of time on a timeout team.
Well,
No.
say it isn't true.
Scooby, question: starting ship and why? For my alt, Akbar or Grand Moff Tarkin?
Tarkin.
Tarkin
Akbar.
rules.
Go wrong with them. Can't go wrong with the Tarkin.
I go with Akbar.
You're lying.
I'm 100%. If you're trying to figure out which one to level up, 100% for Akbar, because that gets you Thrawn. You focus on Grand Moff Tarkin, you're not really moving towards the Thrawn endgame of his ship.
Well,
And
what if they
Akbar
have-
is just as viable, and you're going to be using Biggs anyways.
He
so you're gonna
sucks.
have
Akbar sucks, Finn.
No, Akbar's actually really good right now.
No, he's not. He sucks. He's awful.
Especially if you can get Phantom off the bench.
All he
with,
says is there's a trap and
reinforcement maxed out.
explodes.
Akbar is really good.
He's dead now, Finn. Akbar's
No, actually,
dead.
I have an Akbar on my fleet arena right now in the top
No, he
20,
really
but
died.
I don't have any. I don't have any
Jedi,
Tarkin.
he was sucked out into space. He's really dead, Finn.
Well, yeah. But
Well,
so was Tarkin. Tarkin was CGI. So what the hell?
the thing is, though, I think that a lot of people stopped working on their Tarkin. That's why you're seeing so many chimeras. Tarkin is insane now, especially since they buffed up his AoE. I mean, his AoE, well, both of his AoEs. He got exposed on his first one that does ability block, and the TIE strike does more damage now.
Akbar's
I like
faster,
him.
and if you can max out the reinforcement of Phantom, you're going to gain a ship advantage earlier.
Yeah, but the LOL I win button.
Yeah, it doesn't work. There's videos out there where the I win button doesn't do enough damage to kill the ships anymore. They nerfed the damage from that. Unless you max it out like fully. So if this is for an alt and you're not maxing out every single ability, Akbar is going to be a much friendlier ship for you.
Good point.
Just do Tarkin, you'll be happy. Don't listen to Penn, he's a poopy head. All right. Any other questions, Stanley, or are we caught up?
No, we're caught up.
I did the Epicnessa thing, and I did my quest and everything. So. Anyway.
Oh. Xylo1111 says he's got both Tarkin and Akbar in the top 10 of his arena.
It could be happening. You never know. Honestly, I just don't. I've never been the biggest fan of ships.
Thane, so what Thane is saying, Thane, we're both correct. The Tarkin ship does a lot of damage with the I win button. It's a little bit less than before, but it's still enough to kill. The problem is you need to max out all of its you have to max out its ability to get near the damage that it was pre ships 2.0. So for an alt, unless you're putting in every single ship Omega you have into that button, you're not going to get near enough damage for what you need, especially if you're level 85 on your alt and you're competing against like a Biggs or something like that. You're not going to get enough damage out of the AoE. You need to max out its ability, and an alt that's still trying to decide between Akbar and Tarkin in terms of what direction to go, like Scoobies is saying, I'm going to guess doesn't have the ability mats in order to max out the Tarkin, so you're not going to get the effect that you're looking for.
All right.
Yeah, see, Scooby, I'm helping. I said go Akbar. I am helping you. Scooby said, see, this doesn't help. I want Thrawn, but Tarkin is great. So is Akbar.
Yeah, see, like, coming from me, you know, you're testing out all these different ships now because you want to know what works best. But, like, Tarkin has the turn meter removal, and his AoE as opposed to Thrawn's is somewhat better in a sense that we're all agreeing on. But, you know, Chimera, everyone's already put so much work into Chimera. You know, everything's up in the air now. And the worst thing that I really hate is that you can't see, you know, the reinforcements. If you could see the reinforcements, I think it would make things a little easier, kind of making the formula of putting ships together again.
Well, we couldn't really see the reinforcements anyways, right?
Right, before. And I'm saying, like, with the updates with 2.0, they could have at least, you know, with all these big changes, squeeze that in there, you know, so that way we could see what reinforcements or, you know, if someone's, you know, putting what places and what reinforcements, because the AI is calling everything out of what the AI thinks is what's best at the time, in a sense, other than when it calls out like a second tank, that when you already have a taunting tank out, you know, and it calls in reinforcements to another taunting tank. But for the most part, the AI doesn't call everything out in reinforcements in order. So squeezing that little bit in there probably would have made things a lot less frustrating for everybody by playing everything and trying to figure out everything and what's the best and who's not running this and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, that's something they could have done. I don't mind that they don't show reinforcements, though. That might be showing a little bit too much of your hand, too.
I can agree with that, too, yeah.
All right. Any other questions, Stanley?
Yeah, Nathaniel Miller, question: how did your last territory war go?
Ours is going really well. MC1 and MC2 are both on good win streaks right now. I mean, it's going really well for us. I mean, Stoner Jedi can back me up on this. I usually get 2 battles in, but it gets late at night, and then I go to sleep, and I guess the West Coasters come in, Stoner Jedi, and they just wipe the board. I get up in the morning, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, we cleared already? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I get up every couple hours just to check, man, and sometimes even getting up every couple hours, I'll wake up and we'll be down like to the last 3 or 4 walls, and then they'll be gone overnight.
Yeah, it's crazy. Kind
It
of
is,
found a
yeah.
formula that works for us, right? So it's going really well for MC2. I think we've won 6 in a row, 7 in a row, something like that. NC1's like 4 or 5 in a row. So, what about you, Finn?
Yeah, we've been winning. I don't know what our streak is. We're gonna end the month number 39 or something on the leaderboard. We're a few ranks behind MC, and I think it's because we're in a lower tier, so it's just that different. But
Right.
Yeah, we're on a good winning streak right now too. We'll see how it goes from here, though.
What about you, Graham?
We got stomped.
Raffle stomps
I guess
or just stomped?
we tiered up and got put against a guild that had like 2 complete Gear 12 JTR and freaking EP walls. So yeah, we got completely stomped. We couldn't get past that. It was demoralizing.
It happened.
Yeah, my guild got destroyed by a French guild, and the next guild that we're facing is the Half Moon.
The Half Moon.
That's a good guild name right there. Pretty cool one.
It's like showing only half your ass. The Half Moon.
Which half?
You get the dark side, Finn.
Half.
We get the light side.
Just the tip of the moon.
All right, we're going to end it there. So thank you for stopping by for our lunch stream. We just do this to hang out with you folks, and we'll do a Battlefront 2 stream today. I don't know when we're going to do it, but we'll get her knocked out, and so stay tuned for that. I don't have a time yet, but stay tuned. Best way to stay tuned is to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Then you know when we're doing everything that we do with our lunch streams, with our regular Wednesday show. We got Jedi Academy coming up again on Saturday. We got the Mature Channel stuff we got running on. We got Battlefront 2. I don't know what Finn's up to, but I'm sure he'll be playing poo games and stuff like that soon. A lot of stuff going on the channel, and the best way to know about it is to subscribe. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, all that good stuff. Also join our Discord, guys. It's a great community of over 1,000 people, and it's there to help you guys with answer your Star Wars Galaxy Heroes questions, meet other people, be social, make some friends. That's what it's all about. We play this game because we like hanging out with all the folks we play with, so it's a great way to expand your social I don't know what the word is. Finn, you're antisocial. What would be the word?
Repertoire.
There you go, your repertoire. So, I have the whole crew, and Stoner Jedi. Stoner Jedi, where can folks check you out? Because you keep changing the name of your damn channel.
I only changed it once. Take Down Games on YouTube, and then I've been making some new beats for my video too. So if you guys, have already seen my videos and stuff like that, come check it out, and like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I really appreciate it too, Ranger.
All right. So everybody have a great rest of your day. We'll check you out later for some BF2, and take care. We'll holler at you later. Peace.